What's going on, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel fans? It's your boy Cal Life here, bringing you another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel video, and we are actually in the event duel. Now, I'm gonna be honest, this event duel is really easy to get all the way to the rewards that I had wanted to get to, which was about the 11,000 mark. It literally only took me 2 hours to do it. And so if you're wondering what deck I played, I'm gonna go ahead and show that, and then I'm gonna show the replays of how I did it in under 2 hours. Now, this deck is actually really good. It's usually good in almost every event that comes out. I don't know why, but this deck seems to always be super consistent. But once again, we are playing the Crusadia build. Now, we don't have access to access code, but who needs access code? Because we got a few things here, right? We have the Maxx's, we have the Ash Blossoms, then we have the Reclusias, we have the Arborias, and then the Leonis. We also played 3 Dracos along with 3 Maximus. Plus, I included in the Mekk-Knights, which is Blue Sky, Green Horizon, World Legacy, and then the Kaijus, which is Radian, the Gadarla, the other Mekk-Knight Indigo, and then finally the final Mekk-Knight, which being Purple Knightfall, along with the Exceeds, and then the final being the last Kaijus, which is going to be Thunder King along with Jizukiru. Now, if you're wondering why I'm playing 44 cards deck, the reason I am is because I already know I'm going to usually draw into a Kaiju, and if we draw into a Kaiju, it's pretty much just GG's at that point. Plus, we have extenders with our Mekk-Knight plays, and that's why I'm playing the Monster Reborn, the World Legacy, the Revival, and Call By, and stuff like that, right? But as you can see right here, now for our extra deck, we are playing Dagares. Dagares is really good when it comes to OTKing. We have the Girsu. The Girsu's here because we play Mekk-Knight, so getting into level 8 is really easy. Then we have Zeus, which is crazy that Zeus is allowed in this mode. And then obviously we have the Mekk-Knight. I mean, the what's it called package being the Crusadias. So really nice. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the replay in the video and you guys can see how this deck pops off. And the best thing about this deck is to go second deck. So if you lose your coin tosses, it's probably for the best. But let's get into it. All right, so for our first replay, we are going to be going second, and they opt not to do anything. So we're actually not gonna do anything at all ourselves. And so I was like, okay, so what could they possibly be playing that they want to go first, but they're still not playing through? So I was like, oh, I wonder if they actually deadly chose to play Crusadias. Anyways, we're gonna summon out Maximus, and they're gonna maxi us, so we're just gonna go ahead and attack with the Maximus and end our turn. Now, I know this doesn't seem that good, but I mean, if we're gonna get hit with maxi, why even bother playing through it, especially if we don't have the opportunity of OTKing? They do hit us with a Regeki, which I'm really okay with because I know it's not Crusadia, and then they just summon out this little furball thing. Not really sure why, but at this point it's literally GG's and there's nothing we can do, especially with the Monster Reborn. We're gonna go ahead and Kaiju that, summon out our Draco. Crusadia Draco is gonna grab the Magius. Crusadia Magius is gonna come out, and now if you notice what I do is I'm not gonna activate Monster Reborn first. I'm actually gonna put the Monster Reborn in the same column as the Kaiju and our Crusadia. That way I can summon out Mekk-Knight Indigo Eclipse, and that is then going to activate the Magius while also giving an increase. So they are going to Ash the Magius, and at that point it's a-okay because we can still play through. So from there, I'm gonna move Mekk-Knight Indigo Eclipse to a zone I know which is gonna work for us, because if you look at the Equimax, the link zones it points to is to the right and to the left. So therefore, the Mekk-Knight Indigo Eclipse will be giving him a boost anyways. We summon out Radian, and the reason we're gonna summon out Radian is because we still had Jizuku, so we can still go into that play. We're gonna go ahead and link them off into Crusadia Regulars, and then from here we're gonna summon out Purple Knightfall because we still have a way of doing that. We're gonna go ahead and grab a card. They're gonna go ahead and scoop before we can even get into the OTK plays. But it was just GG's, as we were going to be able to grab another Mekk-Knight monster to bring to the field. Anyways, let's get into it. Next one. All right, so match number 2, and once again we are going second. Why did we go second so much? Because we keep losing coin tosses, but that is a-okay because we want to go second. Anyways, it looks like we are going to be playing the very annoying Monarchs. They did actually end up tossing out Monarchs Stormforth, which was really cool for us. So anyways, they're gonna go into their regular plays, grab Monarchs. They're gonna use this card to reveal a card. They're gonna use it now. And then they're just gonna go ahead and banish that, allowing them to go ahead and get 2 cards. They're gonna put their domain field spell. Now, if you guys don't know about this field spell, as long as they have no extra deck, we can't go into any of our extra decks as long as they have a tribute summon monster on the field. But luckily, we are playing Kaijus, so we can go ahead and get past that. As we're gonna go ahead and Kaiju the first monster, their trap card is going to activate, banishing the spell, allowing them to go ahead and get a monster on the field. We're going to summon out Reclusia. They're going to activate their 1 card, allowing them to tribute a monster onto the field from there and summon out their Monarch, which is going to be really bad because it locks us out once again because of the field spell. But it's a-okay. We're going to Ash Blossom this, so he's not going to be able to add a card. Now, because we have a second Kaiju in our hand, we had nothing to worry about because we just go ahead and summon that, allowing us to go into our plays. We have 2 Maximus in the hand. We're pretty much chilling. We're gonna go ahead and activate that, grabbing a card, and they're just gonna go ahead and scoop because there's nothing that they can do. Their one plan was to lock us out of our extra deck, and we're able to go ahead and easily get past that. From that point on, me knowing what deck that they were playing, I had a few plays of what I wanted to do and what I was going to go into. But anyways, GG's. Let's get into the next one. All right, so match number 3, and it looks like they're just going to go ahead and end their turn. So at this point, we do get a Draco. We are going to go and start out with our Arboria. They're going to maxi us, but it's okay. We have Called by the Grave. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. Getting rid of the maxi, dealing with it for not only this turn but the next turn, so we can't maxi ourselves, but it's a-okay. We are then going to go ahead and link, summon out the Magius. Now we do have ourselves the Paralytic Seed, which is going to be our combo extender. We're going to go ahead and use that to summon out another Paralytic Seed while also chain blocking. They're going to try to Ash Blossom us, but once again, we have double Call by in our hand, and this is why people hate this card so much. It's not a once per turn. It negates effects. It removes a card from the graveyard. It does multiple things. This card is literally probably one of the best cards that's ever been printed. I'm sorry. And people hate it, especially people in TCG. It's that one over there, and they want that card banned. So imagine people in Master Duel. But anyways, we are going to go into Regulix here. Regulix summon out the Reclusia. Reclusia is going to grab herself the Revival, giving us the 500 attack boost. And then we're going to go for Ecomax. Now, at this point, we are going to summon out 2 of our monsters, grabbing the Draco while also grabbing the Maximus. And then from here, we're going to use Dugares. Use Dugares' effect. We're going to boost the power of our Ecomax while also giving Dugares the power to attack as well because it's not linked. And so by us not using Maximus, right, to increase the double battle damage, which we wouldn't have gotten unless it's on another monster anyways, we at least get 6,800 worth points of damage while also having the Dugares in play and having a Crusadia Revival on the field, giving us 7,300 for OTK play. We attack for 7,300 right there, finishing him off with a 1,200 play from Dugares, and it's going to be GG's. As you can see, this deck is really good for this event. Usually people just scoop when they end up seeing the power of a Kaiju or they knew you're playing Crusadia. All right, so this is probably going to be the last replay that I have to show you because, like I said, this deck is not really complicated. It's really, really easy to learn and play. So at the most case, like, you know, you just kind of just do what you do. But anyways, they are going to be playing Yosenju's, which I haven't seen in quite some time. That was kind of weird because he activated Heavenly here. And it's like, bro, you gotta reveal a card to use that Heavenly. But anyways, we are going to go into the Leonis. From the Leonis, we're going to summon out Magius. From Magius, we are going to summon out the second Leonis, allowing us then to go summon out the Regulix. This is then going to allow us to use Draco to go ahead and combine with the Regulus to grab a field. I think we grabbed the field spell, or maybe we grabbed power. I can't remember. Yeah, we grab power, and we are able to grab Leonis from the graveyard. Now I put a card face down because they have this. Summon out our Mekk-Knight. Gonna go ahead and banish that. Then we get a Mekk-Knight Blue Sky. I do summon out the Blue Sky now, allowing me to then grab another Mekk-Knight card. And then at this point, I'm gonna link both of those cards off into a Maskiana. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and make the Crusadia Maximus here. Instead of going into like the regular play, this way we can at least get more damage. They won't be able to do any damage or get rid of them because it's literally Maximus with a Maskiana. Plus we had the Mekk-Knight Indigo Eclipse while also having a power, and we had the power of our Road Legacy, which what happens when it's used, like when they summon a monster from the extra deck, you can just go ahead and tribute that card and you can negate and destroy that monster's effect from the extra deck. So we had a few protections, but anyways, as you can see, this deck is phenomenal. Even if you aren't able to go for your OTK plays, you still at least have Maximus in this event, and you don't have to deal with access code. You don't have to deal with a lot of problematic cards. So not a lot of cards can really get rid of Maximus in this event unless you're playing like Droplet and stuff. But even then, like, you still have the power of like the power of Crusadia power, and you can protect it if they don't send like a spell card to it, you know. But anyways, yeah. Okay, so I know I said the last one was supposed to be our last replay, but I forgot I had this one also saved. So here we go. We're gonna summon out the regulars. They are going to maxi us, and we're just gonna go ahead and attack directly for 400. So at this point, I'm like, okay, as long as we can survive, we should be a-okay, right? So anyways, it looks like they're playing Gunkin. Now, one thing I know about Gunkin is they do have the OTK potential plays, because they can play double or nothing with the power of Utopia. So here I'm thinking that's what they're about to do, but I believe they end up doing something else. Yeah, they go Utopia here, but for some reason they didn't go into. Oh yeah, they do go into double or nothing, but we actually end up living because I forgot they didn't go into the power of like of Utopia double. Now that was it. I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure I should have lost here if they had double or nothing, but no. Luckily they did not. So I wonder if it's even available. But anyway, they are gonna maxi us, which is hilarious. So at this point, they're gonna go ahead and get Zeus off. All that hard work for no reason. We're just gonna go ahead and play through this maxi. Why not, right? We're going for the OTK plays anyways. So right here, we're gonna summon out the Magius, go with the Paralytic Seed. From the Paralytic Seed, we're gonna activate both effects. I believe they're able to get an Ash. Yeah, that's what happens. So they Ash the Paralytic Seed, which is a-okay, honestly. Like, it really doesn't change much for us. Like, they're still gonna get one-shotted. So here we go. We get ourselves the Maximus, and that is the card we need to complete the one-shot combo. Here we go. Summon out the Regulix, summon out the Crusadia, the Mekk-Knight. And this is why we play it. It's just another Mekk-Knight that we can summon. Doesn't really do anything special. Just another Mekk-Knight that we can get an effect off, allowing us also to be able to, like, you know, link into the Equamax. And now look at what we have in our hand. Another Kaiju boosting us up. We are at 9,600 damage. So we're just going to go and attack. And we're just going to deal 12,000 damage. Easy GG's. But yes, thank you all for tuning in. If you like what you saw, hit the like button, hit the comment section below. Let me know what decks you are playing. Because if you're not playing Crusadia, you're probably playing some other deck. And honestly, you should just play this because it's a lot easier. And your turns won't last very long. It's either you literally one-shot them or they end up scooping. So yeah, GG's. But anyways, thank you all. Enjoy the video. Peace.